Hello again. We're going to finish up graphing inequalities. We're going to end up graphing linear systems in terms of inequalities, but that's not for a little bit later. But these two examples are really nice to graph, and you have to solve for y before you're ever graphing an inequality or an equation. I think it's the easiest way. Standard form is fine too, but not for these particular ones. So solve for y, but no, y is already solved for in the first one. There is no y in the second one. They're the special cases. We've already done this before. You can look back at graphing vertical and horizontal lines if you want theoretical explanations as to why. But this one is a horizontal line, and this one is a vertical line. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the y-intercept, -2. I'm going to go to the y-axis at -2, actually. I'm going to plot a point. I'm going to go to the x-axis at -2. I'm going to plot a point. Whenever you see y is equal to number, or an inequality between that, or x is equal to a number, or x is inequality between that, this one will always be a vertical line, whether it's broken or solid though, and this one will always be a horizontal. So this is horizontal and it's solid because there's a line underneath. And this is kind of the same pretense what we did before. If it's greater than, you graph, or you shade north of the y-intercept. If it's less than, you graph or shade south of the y-intercept. And this one is greater than, so you're going to shade north of the y-intercept. And that's it. Everything that's shaded actually works as an answer. Example, -1 for y will work, 0 for y will work, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can go on forever. And we're not going to go on forever because 15 minutes is pretty much all I can do, so that's it. Moving on. X is less than -2, it's a horizontal, but be careful, there's no line underneath it, so it's broken, it's not solid, because theoretically speaking it doesn't actually include the solution -2. This one does, it actually includes it, so that's why we do that. So that one's broken. Now, in this case, there is no y-intercept, so you can't look north or south of the y-intercept. But when it's a vertical line and it's an inequality, this is how you do it. If it's less than, you shade the negative numbers. If it's greater than, you shade the positive numbers. And that's assuming that the variable is always on the left-hand side and everything you did for the operations was correct. So it's not greater than, so we're not shading here. It's less than, so we're shading there. And this works for all types of linear inequalities. That's it. That's this one and this one. Very similar to graphing linear equations where y equals a number and x equals a number, except now we just do some shading and we have to check to make sure if it's broken or solid. But yeah, that's about it. Hope that helped. Other than that, have a great day. Goodbye.